spirits, and with myself, Ray Caroline Cownan, and with
introduce yourself.
Yeah. And that, as you can tell, well, you can't tell, but we both sound very English. But I'm in the UK, and Graham is in
Florida, USA.
Exactly. So we thought what we'd do is we kind of like similar wavelengths. So I obviously do various things, including angelical cards, and Graham is a medium. And we kind of like thought, you know, something, perhaps we could collaborate together and do something. So what we decided to do was to come together and create a show and offer you the chance to have an angelical card pulled and a reading as well. So if you are interested, then please do pop in the comments that you'd like a reading from us, and I will do you a card, and Graham will connect with spirit. So whilst we're waiting, I know we've got 2 people watching. Graham, do you want to give us a bit of a background about yourself?
Well, as Ray just said, I am from England. I was born in Derby. But I travelled all over Great Britain. My mother was a rescue medium. My grandmother was a medium. And together they taught my 3 older sisters and 1 younger brother the basics of being a medium and a psychic. They showed us the difference. Psychic being of the physical, spirit on the mediumistic side. And in short, I learned how to use my intuition over the years. Now I don't use tarot, which I can, but I just choose to use my body and my own memories. Spirit like to tap into them and say, okay, Graham, you did this bit, explore that. But basically, I just follow what spirit guide me to do. Okay.
Okay.
Kelly and Rachel.
Yes. So let's start with Kelly first. Okay, so let's see. So what does Kelly need to know? Oh, no, for her highest good. Okay, Kelly, you have got Archangel Michael. Remember who you are. You're a powerful, loving and creative child of God. You are very loved.
Wings.
Wings. You got that wrong, didn't you?
Yeah, that's a 50-50.
You did. So basically, Kelly, this is reminding you, you know, that you are very much loved, even if sometimes you feel a little bit lost. And you are actually very powerful and your own creator, and you can create everything that you want to create. So take this opportunity to do that.
Kelly, all I want from you, my dear, is a yes and a no. A lot of self-doubt in what you're doing with your life at the moment. And as Ray has just said, you have a lot of energy. You have a lot of power. And that comes from your connection with your gifts. You doubt your own intuition. And I feel a lot of turmoil in your emotional side, the solar plexus. And yet you listen to it sometimes, and other times you think, no, it's something else. You put it into a physical point of view. If you stop thinking and just react, you will get a quicker, honest answer, because you are connected to spirit. And that's basically all anybody can ever do, is listen to your own guts. That saying's been around in England since I was a child. Follow your guts. You're hungry, follow your guts. You're not hungry, follow your guts. Something doesn't feel right, follow your guts. If you don't like something, say goodbye, or change them. You've got the same ability, Kelly. You've really got to start saying, I'm me. I'm not changing for you, I'm changing for me. That's where your power is, that I am. And let us know how it goes in a couple of weeks, because I know you've been humming and ahhing for quite a while on this. And I'm glad you came in today. And love and light to you, Cal. Okay?
Yep. Okay, so Rachel. Let's see what Rachel got for Rachel. So, what does Rachel need to know for her highest good at spending time? Okay, Rachel, you have got all is well, Archangel Jeremiah. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. So, there you go, Rachel. That is for you there. So basically, yes, everything is going exactly as it should at the moment. And even though there's that little thing that you think isn't quite going right, that's not, don't worry about that. That is something that you will find, you'll understand why that little thing was there in the future. But just go with it at the moment. Go with what's happening, because everything is working as it should be working and is going as it should be going at the moment. So don't worry about that little thing that you think you might need to tweak or something.
Yeah, I agree with that. And there's something about your hair as well, Rachel. There's something, because when I have my eyes closed, and I always close my eyes when Ray's talking and look at the person's name, and I was picking up, there's a lot of heart stuff going on with you. Another person, similar to Kelly, there's a lot of self-doubt, and you've been pushed into a corner and you don't want to go there. Somebody's trying to make you into something you're not. That's to do with the hair as well. Wear your hair the way you feel comfortable. Now, I can't say anything about hair, but I used to have some and I was proud of it. But now I'm proud of this hair because I'm happy with who I am inside. It doesn't matter about the makeup and all the rest of it. I apologize, ladies. I really do. But makeup only amplifies the person inside. But if you open your mouth and stand up and say, this is what I truly love, this is what will happen. I'm me. I am who I am. If you don't like it, don't try to change me. I change myself for myself, not for you. And those little things that Ray's on about, they just slope off your shoulders. They just disappear. Just let it go. Let me know about the hair, will you? Because when I saw it, I saw like a beautiful style. I think it was from your grandmother. She has a lot of hair. And it was like, she didn't mince words, but you do, in a good way. Let me know. And God bless you.
Okay, so Keith. Yep, Keith would like a reading. So let's see what the cards have got to say for Keith. So what does... Okay, sorry, Keith, but this one literally, creative writing, Archangel Gabriel, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen, an article or book. So if you haven't yet, Keith, then you need to actually start writing things down. And if there's a book that you've in the back of your head that you need to write, you need to actually start writing that now. And get it down. And if it's not a book straight away, then little articles that will come together to make a book. But whatever it is, you need to start doing your creative writing now. You're being called really to do that, to get your message, to get your thoughts out into the world.
How long have you been aware of your mediumistic skills, Keith? You're a procrastinator, but you know you've got to journal stuff. I'm glad about that, Rachel. As I was telling Ray earlier, I like to be called weird because it stands me apart from the rest of the world. I love being who I am. And Keith, you've kept yourself under a bush for long enough. You keep on saying, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do the other. and you're doing it. You know about the journals, you know about writing stuff out, even if it's for kids. I'm a kid. I never want to grow up, because my attitude is, if you've got the wonderment of a child, just think of all that information that comes in, and your mind will take it in easier. When you're strict as an adult, you're blinkered. I never want to be blinkered. You have, oh, eccentric. Now that's even better word, that one.
Yeah.
I like that one. Thank you, Keith. You've known for 20 years. Okay. I've been shown teacups and saucers, an old teapot, and it was like a ritual on a weekend on a Sunday, and you visited your grandparents. I'm associating that with what I used to do when I lived with my grandparents for 9 years. Then we left, and I came back, and it was a Sunday ritual before and after Sunday school. And I learnt about collating stuff, writing stuff down, taking pictures of my forte than actual words, but use a digital tape recorder. And you can get word programs on your computer. You can just talk to your computer if you don't like typing or drawing. Catalogue it. Yeah, you've been in trouble for 20 years at least. You haven't been doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you've just been piling up this big mass of information and not getting it out there. So nanas are great. They kick you in the nicest possible way, and I'll leave that with love and blessing to you, Keith. But let us know how it goes.
Totally. So Julie Hinton, she would like a read too. Certainly, Julie. Let's see what we've got for you. So, what does Julie need to know for her high school? Tell me, what does Julie need to know for high school? Okay, you've actually got two cards come out for you, Julie. Crystal clear intentions, Archangel Michael. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. And you also got healthy lifestyle, Archangel Raphael. Eat a healthy diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. Okay, so there you go. So, what these are saying to me, Julie, is that you need to start creating a healthy environment around yourself and actually be clear on what you want and not what other people are advising you or kind of like suggesting that you should be doing or could be doing. This is time for you to actually focus on on getting clear on what you want, how you want to do it, and the way you want to do it, without letting other people's influences take you away from where you're supposed to be going. Because when you're on that path, you're actually healthy. You're actually knowing what you're doing, where you're going, and your energy rises about you, and you do start making those healthier choices. So it really is setting the boundaries and actually doing what you want and moving forward how you want to move forward.
Julie, the first thing I was getting is the headaches that you get, the pressure that you've got yourself into. Does that make sense to you? Let's wait to see if she's actually... It's not a real big headache, but it's like a nagging headache. That's what I was holding my head when Ray was doing the car. And it's, you're overthinking things. And yeah, people are saying and doing things that more than likely are correct. But you have the choice of saying, I'm not doing that anymore. Or, no, I never did that, but I can do. Just stand up and, yeah, I can pick it up because of the headache. It's like, whoa, let it go, because you have the ability to say, stop. It's the crossroads don't exist, because it's a moment in your life to take a step forward or a step back, whatever makes your heart feel at peace. Forget about what people are saying and doing. It's what you say and do. Action speaks louder than words. And if people are pounding your head and putting you in a really awkward situation, emotional situation, step back and say, no, shut the door. The crossroad is what you do. You can turn left, you can turn right, you can go back, you can go forward. Your choice, or stand still. That's the beauty of being I am. Spirit around you all the time. They're trying to get you to think back. Hey, I'm 67 at the end of the week. I have never known what I want to do with my life. But by heck, am I enjoying the journey every single moment. I don't look to the future. I look for now to do the best I can now. If I like it, I do it. If I don't like it, I won't. Life's simple. People screw it up by putting too much thought into things. I like taking pictures. I'm a lousy photographer. My daughters will tell you. My glasses make a good excuse. But I like to paint a picture inside somebody's heart. I like to make them laugh. You have an ability with words, Julie. You can say things in a good way to people and make them feel at ease when you're honest with yourself. That headache here has been there for quite a while. So this has been going on for a while. So why are you a sadomasochistic person when you don't have to be? I can see the fun and laughter inside you. And I've never met you. You have what you need to take a step forward or stand still or take a step back. I'm not going to give you the answer of which choice you need to make. Only you can do that. My job is to show you your options. And you are also thinking about changing jobs. Change. If you're not happy, move. Yeah. My wife will verify that. I'm tough on myself. I'm a big self-critical person. But I have a reason for doing it. What's your reason, Julie? Because of what others have been putting you in, or by choice? You make the choice, Gal. And you'll find it a lot easier when you say, bye-bye. And I'll leave that with love and blessing to you, Gal. Keep in touch. All the best.
Okay, so we've got 3 more people. So we've got Andy Vara, who would like a reading. So let's see what we've got for you, Andy. So what does Andy Vara? No, that's Andy Vara. Okay. They weren't going to let me get away with those 2, were they? So, Andy, you have got 2 cards as well. I did try to take 2 away, but they just decided they're coming out. So you have got Life Review, Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. And you've also got Clairaudience, Archangel Zadkiel. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. Okay, so what these are basically are saying to me is that you need to start listening to, I wouldn't say voices in your head, but start listening to information, thoughts that are coming to you, or where you're thinking of something, you suddenly switch on the radio and there's a song there, or you're thinking of saying, can you open a book? You're being guided at the moment to actually take inventory of your life, to actually see where you are going and what you are doing. It's very similar to Julie, but you don't have the outside influences that are trying to influence you at the moment. This is stuff that's deep inside you that you need to resolve yourself, that you need to work through to actually change and to heal and to get more balance into your life. So really this is to start listening to your instinct, your gut, to synchronicities you notice, take notice and start working with them to actually get some balance in your life. I hope that makes sense.
Andy, is it?
Yeah. Andy Vara.
Andy, when I was just taking a drink of water there, I chuckled. I have no idea why. It's just that You've been drinking and trying to get yourself healthy. Is that a yes or a no? But I'll continue.
Well, he's currently working on it right now for him for making those changes.
It's
There you go. He says yes.
okay. Because, I mean, such a simple thing of drinking water. Like water, it finds its own level. You don't think you've found the level that you can work at. Guess what? You never will. Every level, wherever it is your level at the moment. You have to trust yourself at that level to learn. You've taken a lot of stuff in, but you've not worked it through and you're not acting on it. You can only go up a level when you've worked on the previous one. You're a comedian as well. I just want to, my hands are so full of energy on it. It's like, you've been told you're a healer as well, have you, Andy? Because my hands are sweating like anything here because I'm connecting with Andy. You've got to slow yourself down, basically. You've just got to center yourself. And you can give the gift of healing. You don't have to have consent from the person you're sending it to. Okay? You've just got to have the honest, good intent. And this is what being true to your own gifts, because everybody's got gifts, but your gifts are starting to make themselves known, which is why you feel what's right, what's wrong, because everything's working at the same time. Stop thinking, start saying and doing. I don't think what I'm saying to you, I just come out with it because I'm experienced enough to say, I don't care what Graham thinks. This is from spirit. I'm here for you. That's why my hands are all sweating and that. I've also got Reiki in my list of gifts. But follow your gift. And you know it would expand as you learn more and more and more. Trust yourself. I can give massages on people with pains and issues. I'm a medical intuitive as well. I close my eyes and let my fingers do the work. And I can see more with my fingertips than I can with my eyes. Because as I touch the person, physically or spiritually, my body reacts and I know what's right and wrong, which is why my hands are reacting to you because of the Reiki ability. This is called being in tune with the energy of spirit and yourself, the I am, because you're always connected. And you'll be a master before too long if you allow yourself the breathing space to say, I'm at this level, I'm looking to the next one now. Okay? And all the best to you, Andy. Keep going.
Yeah. Karen says, hi, Karen. If you'd like us to do a reading, please say so. And Lisa, you're not late. No, nobody's late here. So let me know if you would like a reading as well. And the next person up who's asked for a reading is Michelle Robertson. So let's see what Michelle, what the angels want to say to Michelle.
Can I ask a favour here, Ray?
Yeah. Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What's her name, Lisa?
Michelle Robertson.
Oh, this is new to us both. Your dogs are a beautiful picture, but I know you're worried about one of them. But with your love for getting all the right feedback, but your heart is so big, you want to take in more. Don't for now. You've got more than enough to do with the pets you have at the moment. I'm not saying just the 2 dogs. I feel you've got a lot of animals involved in your life. And also the way you look at children, somebody's been telling you stuff. I'm getting my ears going, ah, like that buzzing noise. Somebody's talking behind your back. Let them. I love it when people talk about me behind my back because it leaves everybody else alone. And I don't care what they're saying. It's how I react to those people that makes it worth it or not worth it. And I want my life to mean something. You have abilities with animals and children. And I feel that you have a lot of work to do with children. Is that a yes or a no on that? I feel it is. So read the card, Ray.
Okay, well, the card that came out whilst you were talking was clairsentience, Archangel Raguel. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance, which basically ties in very much with what Graham is saying, that your heart is so big that you really feel that you need to be helping everyone and everything. And that's a beautiful gift to have, but you do need to actually, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't need to take that so much on board. You know, you can sort of like go, okay, just going to leave that for a moment today, just reduce it down a bit, let me be me, think about me and what I'm doing rather than everyone else. And then tomorrow I'll open up my heart again until I feel ready that I need to just concentrate on me again.
Oh, look at those confirmations. I love it.
She does. So she's got a lot of nieces and nephews.
Yes.
She can take the animals. And yes, she does try to help a lot of people.
No, it's not trying. You are helping people. That's a word to me is synonymous with I'm not doing. Trying doesn't apply. It's you are or you're not. And you are. And I'm proud of you. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, totally. So next we have Rachel Gilbert, who would like a reading. So most certainly I will do the card. So what does Rachel Gilbert need to know for her high school moment time? Okay. You have got gifts from God, Archangel Sandalphon. We angels are bringing you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. So basically what this is saying to me, Rachel, is that you now need to start trusting in the universe and trusting that things are coming to you. Allow yourself to actually receive it, to be open to receive the abundance, the information, the knowing, you know, be open to it, allow it to come in and see how, when you allow it in, how much stronger and brighter, that's the word, how much brighter your life is when you open your arms, trust in the universe and accept the gifts, the abundance that are coming to you. I hope that makes sense.
All right, this is Rachel.
It is Rachel Gilbert.
Rachel, you've been through a hell of a few years. I feel the emotional strain. Also, my legs are aching. Does that make sense to you, Rachel, about the legs aching? Like you're not resting enough or you're trying to get fit again? I'm a retired runner. I was an endurance runner for a very long time. So I can feel the legs part. And I also felt the heart. There's a lot of strain going on with your heart because there's self-worth. Well, guess what? We love you. We love everybody in the room and everybody that comes into our life. Change your diet, gal. Change your diet. I have a metabolic rate. Everybody says, oh, I like your, because you process food so quickly and you don't gain weight. It's horrible. Having to eat, but I've had to learn to be more careful what I eat. And I've cleaned out a lot of rubbish, man-made synthetic foods. Since I have, my legs have got better, my breathing's getting better. I'm healthier all round because of quit eating artificial foods. And I could feel the pictures you put up of yourself there, Rachel, weren't showing the real you. I can see that vibrant woman, the one that's gone through all this turmoil and this heartache, and you survived. You never thought you could. You didn't think you were worth it. Well, guess what? You are, and you did. And try one of these. If you can find anybody in, if you're in England, it's doubtful, but in America, these spa baths with jets and everything, put rock salt in it and have a soak in a rock salt bath with the jets going round. It is heaven, I can tell you. It helps you so much. But even just soaking in a bath with rock salt, sea salt, Epsom salt, my gorgeous wife says, it will help get rid of that negative stuff that you've got inside you. And where's the smile in your pictures? I want to see a picture with a smile. That's a miserable picture of you. I know you've got more fun inside you, so get the picture changed. And I'll leave that with love and blessing, and get yourself back on track again, gal. It won't take long. All the best to you.
No, thank you. Next we have Karen. So Karen would like a reading. So let's do a card for Karen. So what does Karen need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? Okay, you've got teaching and learning. Archangel Zadkiel. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. Okay, so Karen, and I think this might have been mentioned before at some point, that you do need to start teaching something. You need to start learning. If you haven't started already, and I can't remember if you had or you hadn't, but there is stuff that you should be teaching to people. And when you do, you're actually going to find things open up a lot more for you. And you're going to have a lot more calmness and peace around you. So open your mind up to the potential of stuff that you can learn, which you can then teach, knowledge that you've already got that you can bring out and help others with. I hope that makes sense.
Karen, you've been online before. I've seen that name somewhere before, especially the latter part of your name, Durant. But I'm being told that you have something to do with the medical field. And I'm using the word medical. It's a very big subject. But it's also, you want to get out of the office. Does that make sense to you, Karen? You want to get out of the office. You have a lot of interaction with people. Again, with you, I'm feeling a lot of heart issue. There's nothing wrong with the heart. It's just the emotional part of the heart that I'm feeling. And you're always tidying up. Oh, I love it when people say no. It makes me work harder.
Yeah. That'll be the working in the office.
Yeah. But I feel that you need to be going into the medical field or expanding in the field that you're in to do with medicine or medical, whether it's a secretary or nurse or doctor or whatever. But it's you haven't finished your journey into the field of helping other people. You are a natural healer. It's like, I'm seeing the keyboard. I keep on looking at my keyboard. It's all nice and clean, and it needs to be used. And I'm hoping this makes sense to you, Karen, because I'm picking up and I'm just passing on. It makes no sense to me, but I've always trusted what I feel. And you have started to trust what you feel. And I feel that you need to go a little bit further in this. Oh, stop it. You're never too old. As long as you're breathing, you can think, you can learn. But if not, you've already got the knowledge you need to pass on to other people. And also you need to be traveling to people of like minds. And I hope that you will find the answer is yes on that one. And I want to leave that with love and blessing to you. But I always live in hope. I love it.
Yeah, yeah, and there is stuff that Karen could be doing. She's actually an ex-neighbour of mine who moved back to Canada.
Oh,
So she
wonderful.
was originally Canadian, lived here, and now she's moved back to Canada.
You're braver than me, girl. Anything with 35 and below, forget it. Forget it.
Well, you are in Florida, so
Yeah.
okay. So the next person is Lisa White, who would like a reading. So that's fine. Yes. Let's see. So, what does Lisa need to know for her high school at this moment in time? Okay. Oh. So, Lisa, you have got counsellor, Archangel Azrael. You're a natural counsellor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance.
Now that's a set of wings.
That's a big set of wings. Okay, so basically, Lisa, what I'm picking up from this card is that people come to you for guidance, to actually tell their stories to, for someone that you're able to listen to them, and with your energy you actually give that reassurance to them. And if you want to take it further, if you're not already, then it would be a good career to go into, or something to look at doing, to actually be of service and help more people, rather than the small amount of people that come to you already, if that kind of like makes sense to you.
Lisa, the first thing I'm getting is, why are you living in the house that you're in at the moment? It's not the house that you're going to be settled in, or you've just moved. Because I'm seeing you, I know the picture of you sitting on that trunk, that tree. That's more you than in the environment you're in at the moment. Does that make sense to you, Lisa? Because I'm seeing the changes that you've wanted to do. Yeah, everybody's had everything put on hold. But in that hold time, you've been prepping yourself, whether it be unbeknowingly, or you've just said, it takes a back burner while this is going on. But you're a collector as well. I'm not sure what of. I'm seeing small objects. I'm seeing a couple of children around you. The friends. What did I say? You have to tell me.
I can't remember.
Never remember. But I'm picking up two children around you, and they're saying, thank you, Lisa. And they don't have to be past spirits to pass on love and thank you. Everybody assumes that when we say spirit, it means that the person's passed. They haven't. It's when you've got a heart connection. We all have it with family, and sometimes you say, the phone's going to ring, and it does. And it's the one that you're thinking of, and they're alive on this earth. So you don't have to be passed over to pass on a message. Something to, oh, thank you. Because I'm thinking, what the hell are you doing in this house that you're in? It's not you. You should be out in the woods. You should be out in the nature. And I know that means moving over 25 miles away from your home. I know your family are not too happy about it, as in your mum and dad and your siblings, but this is what you needed to do. You've been training for this. Cool. You've been holding a lot in. I admire you for your strength of doing so for so long, because it's like a bubble is ready to burst. Don't let it burst. Just breathe it in. Breathe that air in that bubble into yourself and use that energy. Okay? 25 miles away. Oh, thank you, Spirit. I love it when it comes out.
Exactly.
It's more to do with nature than brick. And this is where children coming into it. You've not long been married. Is that correct, Lisa? Now, I'm not going to say another thing until she says yes or no. You've not long been married or getting married.
Okay, and whilst we're waiting for her to answer, hi Jerry. If you would like a message, please let us know.
I'll come back to Lisa later. Okay.
Although Lisa will do. Thank you, Graham. Oh, there you go. Proposed the other day.
Oh, congratulations. I officiate weddings as well. Oh, I'm so happy for you both. So that's where the two children are coming in. I'll tell Ray the sex later on. I'm not telling Lisa. So you tell me later on through Ray, and she'll say, yeah, Graham got it. Oh, congratulations. I love it. Thank you, Lisa, for that. And I'll leave that with long blessings. You've got a whole new life ahead of you, girl. Oh,
absolutely brilliant. Beautiful. So Julie Dorrington would like a reading. Certainly, Julie. We can do that. Before we do that, Lisa says stepchildren, yes.
2. Oh, there's got to be 2 in there.
Okay, so let's look for Julie. So, what does Julie need to know for her highest good at this moment in time? Okay, you have got moon cycles, Archangel Haniel. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. So, what this card is saying to me, Julie, is that you need to look at, if you're not already, then you need to actually look at the moon cycles and how they affect your energy and what you do and how you do it. And whether that's you have more energy in the new moon or the full moon or even the waxing or the waning moons, notice when you have the most energy and do things that will create abundance for you, that will bring positivity into your life. And those moon cycles where you're feeling, kind of like down, or it's kind of like no energy, they're the times not to be doing those things. And that's the time to actually meditate, to rest, to read, to write, to just actually get your energy back. And if you start working with the moon cycles and capitalizing on them, you are going to see so much growth and blooming. And it's kind of like you'll spread your wings and you'll actually take off and fly. But you need to pay attention to the moon cycles. I hope that makes sense.
Julie, can I see a picture again, please?
You can indeed. Let me just find Julie's picture.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Julie, you keep on looking behind you all the time. The past, you've got to let it go. You have achieved so much in your life, and yet you doubt yourself. It's like you've got all the wooded areas in your life as well. You know about nature, you know about old customs, old wisdom, and old sayings and stuff like that. But the past is not to be looked at as the only means of finding the future. The past is to be used to make a better future, because the here and now of what you do creates that future because of the past. Stop looking behind as though it's important and you've got to listen to the past. Live now from the past. You've got to be more careful with your wording. When you posted the picture to be hidden because you don't want people to know who you are, why? Your past has gone. You have so much potential now. You have so much vibrancy, so much energy. You've had the health issues, but they've been surmounted. They may not be completely resolved, but you are getting through it. I just want to get hold of you and give you a big hug, because you've forgotten what hugging's about. A lot of people have. And this is sad, but it's also a time to reflect upon yourself and use that within you in a positive way. Because it's all been bottled in and everybody's been scared and hiding behind a mask. And those masks are fantastic. Hardly anybody's had colds this year. You've hardly ever heard of people with measles. They may still be happening, but only those who've not been wearing the masks and not been as hygienically prepared. And you have been preparing yourself to step out from the mask, from the veneer that you put around you. To see all those woods and the grasses and the mosses and the leaves is absolutely fantastic, because that's the real you. So get your picture up that makes you happy, and don't hide behind the past. Okay? I'll leave that with love and blessing to you, Julie. And I love the name, by the way, Dorrington. That is a really old English name, that is. Are you in England, Julie? I'll be curious on that one.
And I love the way it's sort of like with your northern accent, you say Dorrington. It's brilliant.
Well, I lived all over Great Britain. I've lived in just about every shire of Great Britain, because my folks and my job in the Royal Navy.
Yeah.
There's my pal.
Okay.
Jerry's here.
So Jerry, would you like a card reading from me and a reading from Graham? Let me know in the comments if you would like that. And whilst we're waiting, Lisa says, thank you, Graham and Ray. And Lisa says, yes, 2 to go with her 1.
Yep. But there's another one. You're going to have 2. So you have 4 kids. Woo!
And Julie says, oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. Yes, I am. She loves her name.
She's a Brit. Good. Oh, God.
Yeah. So whilst we're waiting to see whether Jerry would like a reading or anyone else comes on here. Graham, where you, as you kind of like said, you've been all around the UK.
Yep.
And that. Have you got a favourite place in the UK?
No. Every place I've been has had something to share with me. I lied a little bit, because Stonehenge, anything to do with ancient England and Britain, there's a difference. The Romany roads, the castles, the ley lines, Stonehenge, the key points of life around Great Britain. I've gone to most of the castles, most of the old buildings, and seen them as they really were, because of the energy from the buildings and the places, because the energy resonates with me, and I can see by the energy the picture of the originals. I don't know how I do it. I really don't. If it's fantasy, I'm living a fantasy that people would dream of, because this is a reality in my life. It's how I've been able to do what I do to help other people, by seeing what is given and shared to me by spirit and the energy that we all have. Everything has, even this little plastic bottle has energy. Everything has an energy that we can pick up and recognize or not recognize. But I've learned to recognize so many different things now. Everything touches my soul. And that's how I'm so happy with life. England gave me this foundation. The historical lineage of Great Britain is in my blood. I don't know where I originated from, but I was born in England. And I resonate with Egypt, I resonate with Africa, I resonate with America, the Native American Aboriginal tribes here. They're all connected by this energy. So England was my starting point. I don't know where I'm going to end up though.
Okay, so before we get into Jerry, Julie says, I shall start showing my face, but I'd rather see trees on my profile pics.
Love it.
Love
I know what you
it.
mean.
Yeah, totally. You know, I'm happiest when I'm in a wood. Put me in a wood, put me by a tree. That's it. I'm in heaven. So Jerry says, yes, it is, Jerry. And yes, that would be wonderful. Okay, so let's pull a card for you, Jerry, and see what the cards have got to say to you, or the angels. Okay, so what does Jerry need to know for his highest good in this moment in time? Okay, so Jerry, you got clairvoyance, Archangel Aziel. I'm helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Okay, so what this is saying to me, Jerry, is if you're not already looking at the spiritual side of life, then you should be, because you have got energy around you, you've got angels around you that are kind of like saying, come on, get yourself out there, be more spiritual in life, bring that energy to others, because when you start being more spiritual, that's going to affect the energy of the people around you, and they're going to find benefit from that spiritual energy that you've got. So if you haven't started yet, start noticing what images come to you, what you spot with through pictures or TV or stuff like that. But they are giving you messages to help you on your spiritual path. I hope that makes sense.
Oh, it makes a lot of sense. I know Jerry personally. He is a very gifted medium. And clairvoyant, psychic. He's written 2 books, and I know him very well on that. But that doesn't detract from what I'm supposed to do today for spirit. I know the man personally, but I also don't know him physically in the last couple of weeks, because we've hardly been able to communicate. But I also know that voice of yours is getting louder and louder, and you're so hard on yourself, you forget to take the breather. And when you take the breather, I just want to say, open your mouth. You have so much that you can teach so many people in your writing and in your actions. And on the 10th of July and the 11th of July in Jacksonville, we will be there together, giving spirit their leverage to other people. And you've actually not been doing a lot of work spiritually of late, because you've been getting things physically sorted. And that's why you've been pushing yourself, where you need to get your feet up and you're resting and get your energy sorted for the 10th and 11th, because you're going to be working your butt off. And that is the politest version I can put it. And I hope I've not offended anybody. But I'm going to leave that with love and blessing to you, Jerry, and love to you and your family. Okay?
I'm Joe. So amazing show, you two. Oh, thank you, Jerry.
This is our first time. This is a.
I know. But we might just do it again.
I hope so.
We can do it again. I'm enjoying this. Karen has said, I'd love a reading for you both regarding my family relationships, please. Okay, I'm going to let Graham tap in and see if Spirit want to give you any information about family relationships.
Well, picking up, believe it or not, from what we were talking about earlier, Ray, before the show, you have issues, Karen, with your children, and you've got to let them go through it. And it's the hardest thing we as parents have to go through with our kids. You want to do 100% for them. We just can't. it's synonymous with having children. We have children that take part of who we are and then merge together from each, my wife and I, and you blend the children into one. They're individual. We can't live their life for them. We have them so they can go on. And your kids are, I don't know how they are, but I feel they're over teenager age. They're over teenager age, that may be acting like teenagers. But it's done. You've done your job. And stop beating yourself up about it. I hope that makes sense, because you've done a marvelous job, because they're making them independent. And if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's what I pick up. And I'll leave that with love and blessing, Karen.
And the card that came out was Victory, Archangel Sandfern. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith.
Now, all we need is Karen to say yes or no to that.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go. Yes, thank you.
Oh, this show has shown the energy when it's allowed to flow between Ray's cards and her ability, her innate abilities, and my own, that when they're working together, there's no limit to what you can do. For all you people that have entered the room and those are still here, thank you, because without your energy, we couldn't make the focus work, because we always have to have 3 focal points. It's like mind, body, spirit. And that's the beauty of working with this energy. It works through all 3 every time. Raise 1 point, I'm another, and you, the recipient, make the 3rd. Mind, body, and spirit. That's why we had it. Angels and spirit.
Exactly. See, it worked out in the end.
We had no clue, did we?
No. We actually were making this up on the fly. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think we will definitely do it again. In about 3-4 weeks, possibly.
Yep.
Yep, I think that sounds good. Yeah, we'll do that. So again, just to echo what Graham said, thank you everyone who's actually joined in today. It's been brilliant, you bringing your energy and allowing us to help you, with your journey and give you some inspiration or some guidance if we can at that. And Julie says, I just got guided here from another share, so really grateful to catch you live. Brilliant show. Thank you so much, Julie. And Karen says, perfect. And Jerry says, love you guys. Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Jerry. Love you guys too.
Exactly. And if you actually want to connect with Graham or myself, I will put our details in the comments. If you'd like private readings with either of us, you're more than welcome to contact us. So all I can say is thank you again, everyone, so much for watching. Thank you, Graham and the spirits, for joining in and this collaboration.
I think they pushed us slightly, just a little bit.
I think they probably did push us a little bit to get together to do this. So it was perfect. So thank you, everyone, for watching. Graham, do you want to say anything?
No, I think we've said it all. We'll have more details as we progress, because this is totally something we've never really done before, and we definitely would like to do it again, depending on what Spirit says. And it's all up to you guys popping in and sharing, liking, or whatever you can. And I must say, though, I try not to read futures, because that is your choice. I can do, but it's not what I'm here for. I'm here to show you your choices. as the cards come up, they show you what is and what was and possible future. I'm the same. I give you what the here and now and what happened. You choose what you want to do for your future. But I'll leave that with love and blessing, and we'll see you next time, maybe.
Yes, we will. Well, we'll see people next time. So thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye for now.